follow the trend strategy, doing credit spreads, selling options to make passive income here. So, what's going on, everyone? Testing, testing. What's going on, everyone? Testing, testing. What's going on, everyone? Make sure my mic's. How's it going, Swid? Let's make sure my. Here we go.
Funded futures traders.
Order filled.
Want to trade futures without ever paying an activation fee? Right now.
Order filled.
Want to trade futures without
How's it
ever
going,
paying
Jason?
an
Brandon,
activation
welcome.
fee? Right now.
Order filled.
Want to trade futures without
How's it
ever
going,
paying
Jason?
an
Brandon,
activation
welcome,
fee?
Swid.
Right now. Want to trade
Let's make sure. I'm trying to test. I don't hear anything on my mic. My headset. I don't know if it's because this thing is so loud.
Funded futures traders.
Order filled.
Want to trade futures without ever paying an activation fee? Right now.
Order filled.
Want to trade futures without
How's it
ever
going,
paying
Jason?
an
Brandon, welcome. All right. Okay. We're gonna look at Forex Factory. Okay. We're gonna look at Forex Factory. Okay. This is just me, but this seems like. We're gonna look at Forex Factory. Okay. This is just me, but this seems like. We're gonna look at Forex Factory. Oh, okay. My headset was just my son was messing with it. All right, so it's good then. You guys hear me all right? Looks like my headset was like muted. Momentum, welcome. Blueprint, hey RT, hey Blueprint, Amber. Alrighty, let's see what Spy's doing. We got Heppa we're playing. We got that. Spy, Spy, Spy. What are you doing? First candle of the day. Isn't that a glorious candle? First thing I see is that EMA 50 is at the top. Doesn't mean everything. Okay, I see more of a downtrend forming. Based on the 30-minute too. Alright, so you definitely see a downtrend. Let me alert that we're live here. Alright. Man, how many freaking guys are going to come in here trying to scam people? How many people do I got to ban? No. Alright, so there's the... I think I've seen someone in the day trade chat said that Trump's speaking at like 10:40 or something. I'll have to confirm that. I want to go over the Forex Factory. And that's going to really suck. Alright, so we're now live. Got that alerted out. Alright, so we have our first 15-minute candle. Let's go over to Forex Factory and see what's going on. APDN is pumping. Nice. Yeah, I'm in HEPA right now. I assumed it would, just because a lot of big people are into that one. Golly, we do have President Trump speaking at 10:40. Why? Oh my gosh. Man, are you kidding me? Where did that come from? That just randomly showed, didn't it? I didn't see that yesterday. What is... I mean, 1040 is not, like, terrible. But come on. This market, man. Good morning, Rageonomics. Good to see you. Yeah, it sucks that he is speaking at 1040, to be honest. I might take bear calls on that EMA 50 on the 30-minute if we get up there. Just so I can get in a little early, but then again, we have pending home sales at 10. What to do. Yeah, we got pending home sales, or existing home sales, and President Trump speaks at 10:40. It's kind of a weird situation. Like, you know, I think it's wise to wait till 1040. We can get in something after 1040. That's no big deal. HEPA's pumping here. Part of mine, I'm gonna make it shine. All right, HEPA's going up here. Nice little rally here. You guys know the rules. When you're up, take some gains, okay? Yeah, so I'm gonna take some of my shares off on HEPA, and then hold the rest break even. Just because anything can happen in the pennies market, you know. If this just keeps going up, then absolutely, I want to keep making money, but I don't want to risk that if it don't keep going up. So HEPA's doing good. That 72-cent entry was amazing. That tells me to say. Yeah, getting rid of LGMK. There's just, I can make 30, 40, 50% fast. That was my bad. You shouldn't hold a penny longer than a week. I gave that thing so much time. So I'm going to put it into more higher value alerts. HEPA's doing really good. I think this thing can get up to the 30 to 50% win, 30 to 50% pump. So for HEPA, I sold 70% of my shares. All right, when you take profit, do you sell 90% to get your original back and let the 10% ride with the stop loss above average to avoid loss, or take 10% to get the profit and let the rest ride? So what I do is, it depends how you want to do it. You could sell 30%, you could sell 50%. I sold 70% to lock in that, you know, I'm not near almost 20%. That's pretty big. So I sell that 20%, and then my stop loss is just break even. Like, if I bought this at, you know, 73 cents, well, then your stop loss is at 73 cents. All right. You can put it like a point above it, 73,001 or something. So, yeah, so now it's just how much do you make? How much more do you make? It's not if you win, it's just how much more. So you could take out whatever you want, you know, 50%. I highly recommend you take out a decent amount. That way you don't even care about the position. No, LGMK just really just pissed me off, LGMK. I don't understand that one. I just want to say it's the volume, but I should not hold a penny longer than a week. That's really what it comes down to. The longer you hold a penny, the worse it really gets. And I've never seen a penny like LGMK. That's the first time I've seen a penny like just not do anything. Yeah, I'm going to take it off, some off of there, Brandon. Red one, because I can make that back. I can make, like I said, I think HEPA can go 30 to 50%. We just saw SES for my entry. I made close to 60% on that one. I kept trailing, stopping it. You know, I took a good bit out at that 10 to 20 mark, and then I just kept trailing, stopping it. You know, there's always a penny to play. You're not going to win them all for sure. It just sucks that a lot of the new members came in, and that's the first play they play, and just gives a bad taste. We'll look at Tesla here in a bit. Brandon, if you have a 0.82, look for 10%, scale out some, and then you can re-add on the dip. That's what I would do. Just get 10% then. I mean, that's kind of the goal, is 10%. I just got a really good entry. Mullen. This is a really trashy stock. I don't really like promoting Mullen. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 days away, EMA 5. It's just a really trashy stock. Yeah, I have no doubt it can pump, but it's probably one of the worst stocks to play, though. If there's nothing else to play, maybe we'll look into it, but... Alright, SPY is still pumping, guys. SPY is still pumping. We have a massive 15-minute candle. I mean, man, that thing is massive. The 30-minute is coming into that EMA 50. Man, why is our ORBs this big? You guys see how big our opening range breakouts are? That's nuts. Like, why can't we get a decent ORB? Man. TTD now finding bottom. Yeah, it looks like it's trying to do something. It could take a couple months for me to be satisfied with that move. I want to add that he will speak at the Digital Asset Summit. It may be something positive. I don't know. So you're thinking bull puts. I'm seeing that the EMAs are above. Price action is below the EMAs. 30-minute is below. 1 hour, you're not quite there. I do see that the 30-minute is downtrend. We hit that EMA 20, kind of rejecting. Yeah, I gotta wait for the pending home sales at least. That's just 15 more minutes, just to kind of get what the direction of the trend is. My thesis right now, if I wanted to get in early, if I didn't have any of these news, I probably would do bear calls right here on that EMA 20. I probably would, just to get in early, because it's such a big orb now. Why do we have all these? We always have these dicey days, don't we? We'll see. Here, no, don't waste. Don't waste. Dicey. I like Arnaz too. I like the volume. Alright, yesterday. Okay. We're just gonna see what the orb does for us. Okay, I forgot to tweet out. It looks like we're doing a double orb here. I mean, not double orb. We're getting an orb already. I don't know how to play this right now. Keep in mind, guys, we've had like 5 single orbs in a row. Just keep that in mind. 5 or 6 single orbs. Can we just keep doing single orbs? Probably not. I just don't see us keep doing that. So right here, we're kind of breaking out. Maybe it's a false breakout. We'll see. We had quite a drop. It was quite a drop. We were climbing up, and then we had this massive drop. I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to see what I want to do. Get some small caps. Either way, I'm going to wait for the 10 o'clock. You're like 13 minutes from the 10 o'clock. You might as well just see what the 10 o'clock gives you. You know? Alright, now you want a diaper change. Now you want a diaper change. Yeah, you start to stink. Every time I try to give him a diaper change, you don't want to. Don't touch my pirate. He almost turned my whole computer off. Whew, stinks. Now you want a diaper change. It's okay. Hold up. Be patient. Be patient. Alright, guys. I'm gonna do a diaper change. Alrighty, we're gonna watch Spy. Kind of see what the moves are. That's a big orb. If I was gonna take a bet, if there was no news, I'd do bear calls. Alright, let's go. Wow, you're so wet. You're wet. Why are you so wet? Why are you so wet? You stink. What is this? Ew. Don't touch your poo. That's it. Don't touch. Why are you touching your poo? Yeah. Don't do that. That's disgusting. Is that your poo? I don't know. I don't know, actually. Yuck. Ugh. Oh my gosh. I think you need potty training. That's disgusting. Oh my gosh, that's gross. Wow. What a volcano. Ugh. Oh my god. Bro. That's really gross. That's really bad. Oh my gosh. Whoa. That is really bad. Where's it? Okay, that's very bad. Blech. Blech. Oh my gosh, that's so bad. That is so gross. Blech. 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 No, don't do that. No, no. That's really bad. Holy crap. Blech. Looks like we got a 15-minute or break. 15-minute or break. I'm watching the 30-minute chart. 30-minute EMA 50. I think we do a double warp today. It's kind of hard to bet against. We haven't had a double warp in like what? 6 days or so? Man, he's got a really bad tube. This is gonna take a while to clean up. Yeah, he definitely needs body training. And that's insane how big that was. Whew, that's bad. Alright, come. You're gonna wash your hands. I don't know if you touch the food. It stinks. Let's wash your hands. Whew. That was bad. Like that. All right. Well, what is it? We got our 10 a.m. news yet? Yeah, I wanna go with the double orb today just based on this 30-minute chart. I got to see what that 15. I don't know if we break out of this. But on the 1 hour chart, we don't have resistance. 30-minute, we do. We're getting bull puts right now. Do I want to take bull puts? I don't know. I really don't know. We're down $1 today. We're kind of recovering. When you look at SPX, there's a gap. A lot of the times what you see happen is we recover this gap and then go down. I think that's a possibility. Gosh, this kid. Nice. Thanks for the thank you for Discord alert. YouTube notes are broken. Yeah, no problem, Ja. Yeah, I don't know what Hep is doing right now. I'm holding some at break even. Yeah, it's still going up. Nice. And that's why you want to hold some. You want to hold some. Just in case if it don't work, you're holding some. Or you know, in case it keeps going up. So we have that 15-minute resistance coming up. Let's see what it does. And then we have Trump speaking at 10:40. Maybe it might be positive. So maybe following the orb might be good. Yuna Untaforia, I hope I'm saying that right. J-Stacks, what are your thoughts on SPY? Well, I'm getting a conflict of interest. I'm getting the EMA 50s at the top on the 15 and 30. But I'm also getting a 15-minute orb. So it's kind of hard to tell. I'm going to see what that 10 a.m. news does. If we just blow right past this 50, then yeah, this could be more leaning towards bull puts. We'll see, though. Here, stop acting like that. Unte, I'm gonna call you Euphoria. That's probably easier. Euphoria, how you doing? Tron speaking at 1040. 1040. And it has an orange folder. It might not even be anything, to be honest. It might be very little movement. Who knows? But someone said he's speaking at the summit, so it might be good news. So like I said, we are getting a conflict of interest. Let me get my phone out to see what I want to do here. Do we reject or do we just blow right through this and we come make a new trend? That's the question, guys. Do we reject or do we blow right through this EMA 50? So let me look at SPX, see what kind of options we're gonna get. All right, so bull puts are bear calls. I'm more leaning towards bull puts, depending on this 10 a.m. It just depends what we do. Looks like we have very big support at 562. I'm not going to use my bias. Yeah, we haven't did a double orb in a while. But it's kind of hard to use bias like that. You're just kind of guessing. 5570, 5575. That's giving me 15 cents. My gosh, this thing keeps going up. Good grief. We'll see. What does that 10 a.m. do? I think we're past the 30-minute. Yeah, we went past the 30-minute EMA 50. Okay, there's the pending home sales. My gosh. This thing is just a rocket from the rally here. Are you kidding me? Yeah, didn't expect that. What did we do? We went up 1% already. Good grief. That was a rocket. I didn't really see any movement on the 10 o'clock. Right here is your 10. I mean, now we're getting it. There's your 10 pending home sales on the 1 minute. I don't know, guys. It's such a rocket up. This is one of those things where it's such a big freaking orb. Oh my gosh. Freaking A. What the heck? It's like no pullback. Man, such a weird move. So we get this rocket ship up. A rocket ship. We're maybe test these pre-market highs. Yeah, it looks like we're breaking all through those EMAs. Yeah, it's definitely looking bull puts. That's for sure. It's just a matter of, do we even get a pullback now? That's the question. I mean, that is a rocket ship up. Yeah, I'm looking at, so you're seeing 55.80 bull puts, 55.80. Let me mark that on my SPX, kind of see generally where that is. 55.80. That would have to break the lows of this. 55.80 is down here. 55.80, 55.85 is down here. So yeah, it would have to break that prior low where we just rocket ship up on SPX. It's still going up, isn't it? Yeah, that's the problem with these 10 o'clock news is that... Wow, you already got in it? Holy crap, how did you get in so fast? HEPA broke yesterday's pre-market high. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. I already took 20% on it. You must have got in on the 10 o'clock candle? Before you even finished? Because I waited for that 10 a.m. news. Or maybe you just got in for that. I don't know how you got in that fast. Wow, you got in at... What is... Wow, I'm actually surprised you got filled that fast. Because usually I do the mid, and it takes me some time to fill. Like, I need kind of a rejection. But we have two choices, guys. We do the fade for bear calls, or we wait for a pullback. I don't know if we're going to get the pullback. Honestly, it's only 10 o'clock. I'm not really worried about getting in position right away. It is only 10. We have Trump speaking at 10:40. It just really depends. HEPA, you should be taking some profits if you're in it. That way you're not worried about this. EMA 5 is 1.18. A lot of times it gets close to the 5 and then it can reject. Take that 20% gain. Hold some shares to break even. Wowzer though. Yeah, you got it at 10:01. 10:01. See, I didn't really see any dip. Like, you got in, like, on this candle here, and it went a little down, but it's like, wow. I'm surprised you got filled, to be honest. I mean, good for you. All right, just to use the data price range tool, we went up 1% in a matter of 45 minutes. We have not had a double orb in quite some time. Can't base your trades just on that. What is the 4 hour showing me? Just kind of see if we have any resistance coming up. Even the 4 hour is below. So, I mean, all time frames. Sometimes you get a fake out above this. This EMA 50 is not below. So it could do a fake out. We just don't know. These are the days I just really hate because you got big orb and it just rocket ships up. Like, so hard to get in. Yeah, I know. That's my concern is like we haven't had one in like 5 freaking days. I mean, when I'm looking at my spreadsheet, look at this. Single, 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 and then there was a day I didn't play, that was another single. Oh, wait, it's been 6 days because I didn't play the day yesterday. This would have been a single, and then I didn't play the last Friday. Yeah, we had 6 of them. I think I got to do the math on that. I think it's unheard of to get about that many. I'm not really sure. All right, what to do? Price comes up into this 5-minute ATR 4. We can look into bear calls. And that's kind of like the pre-market high. What I think is going to happen, like we retested we filled the gap, right? On SPX. What is the daily showing? The daily is showing next resistance is EMA 20. So from here to the 20, you have another 1% move if it touches it. This is the hard part with credit spreads. It's trying to figure out kind of what I want to do here. Ugh. Yeah, it's getting a little pullback. I mean, look at the one chart. You're going to get a pullback. The 1 minute's just so overextended. You're going to get a pullback, but that 10 o'clock, I hate the 10 a.m. news just because it just either goes big or one way or the other. If it goes big up, then we kind of miss out on the play. So it's either we fade it or we wait for a pullback. I even might just wait for the Trump news. I mean, we're only, what, 30 minutes away from it? I don't think it's going to do anything. I really don't. I think it's just... I think it's not going to be as volatile as we're thinking. But yeah, it's definitely... Wow. That's a rocket ship up. You don't see those much. Yes, let's wait for Trump. I think at this point, you might as well. I mean, sacrifice 30 minutes. That's totally worth it if you're not in it. You know? If it just goes really up, then we just do bear calls. If it just dumps, then we can do bull puts. But, like I said, I don't think it's going to do anything. What I'm looking at is this recent high right in here for resistance. And that's kind of where my Keltner channel is. And then, obviously, you got pre-market high. Hanson, it's good to see you in the chat. It just appeared today. Apparently he's talking in the summit. Who knows? It's hard to say with him. But yeah, that's their last folder. If you guys look here on Forex Factory, it's our last folder of today. Is President Trump speaks. So, and that's about it. It is his folders are always going to be orange or red. We had unemployment claims at 8:30, so I mean we're pretty much done for the day after that with news. Yeah, this thing is just rallying though. I do think we'll have a cool down. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if it just skyrockets up on 1040, and then I'll just it'll make my bear call thesis a little better, maybe. Who knows? But it's hard to get in on this when one, you didn't give any pullback, and then two, I mean, look at how big the orb is. Like, if it just goes inside the orb and I get in right here, that's a 300% loss if it goes down fast. So I'm just going to wait it out. I'm just going to look for basic supply and demand zones now. Right in here is resistance. So I can look at that for bear calls, and that's kind of like my 15-minute ATR4. And then we haven't had a double orb, so I am kind of cautious on single orbs right now. I am kind of cautious. I'm kind of getting a pullback. Yeah, let's wait for 30 minutes. Yesterday, Fed said tariffs will cause transitory inflation. Yeah, yesterday, a lot of people were expecting this to drop. This thing just went up. We had our single orb, and it just kept going. That was nuts. I think we test this pre-market. I would love to see a pre-market high test. I would love to see that. I was playing with the 1 micro ES after hours late last night. I've been making consistent 5 to 15 point moves on the 1 minute with no losses so far. It's a lot more predictable than open market, but sometimes there's not any good movement at all. Thinking about doing larger size for small moves like 5 minutes with tight stop loss. You can't get over 1,000 a trade on just 5 points with right entry. It's very rare. It goes more than 5 points against you before. So 1 micro ES after hours last night. Again, been making. I have to tell him how he's doing that. Lukewarm Potato, thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate it. And if you guys aren't subscribed, you guys can subscribe for free on my Twitch. Use your Amazon Prime. You get free ads. You won't miss a heartbeat, okay? Highly recommend do that. Helps me out. Helps you out a little. And then over time, I'm thinking about maybe getting some emotes for you guys that are subscribers. Well, I mean, I'm using the 15-minute chart, and well, you can just see like where did price start to fall off. Like this is a resistance for sure, right here at this pre-market. You know, we could see that. You know, we could break above it, but there's, you know, you're probably gonna get some resistance. Like you can see right in here, which is interesting. Where do we bounce? Right here on this, actually at this bottom 15-minute orb. Right, we have a demand zone here, and it hit it to a T on the pre-market with the orb. So there's a good cause to say, hey, you know, I don't think we're going to break this low here. I think bull puts look really safe too. Anything can happen though. I don't like waiting till 10:40 though. It's kind of obnoxious. I don't want to wait that long. But at this point, what's another 30 minutes? As we're speaking of that, while we're waiting, let's see what HEPA's doing. HEPA retested that high, broke out of it, coming back down. I'll re-add HEPA if it goes near the 70 cents again. Looking at HEPA, you kind of had that move up. I wanted to, you know, it's got some decent volume. The K value is still pretty low. Did APDN go up or no? APDN is just slightly up. A lot of people are pumping this one. It makes me kind of worried about that, but maybe if we get some more wiggle room to this 5, I'll play it. But at this point, not as juicy. We could act as support on this lower Keltner channel. We'll see if there's any small caps. Extremely oversold small caps. There's probably none. Especially with the volume I like. Really hasn't been much small caps recently. HEPA was like the only one I liked. VRPX. They're all, a lot of them are biotechs. Like another biotech going down, dropped 9%. We have the 3. We have 3 candles away from the 5. This one has tons of volume, 80 million volume. You guys see that? This is something to pay attention to. 18 million, 80 million. Let me keep an eye on this one. Less than sub 10 cents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lots of EMA 5 TD. K value not the greatest. But oh man. It is a biotech. Clinical, preclinical in the PA United States. That 80 million volume is not something to not pay attention to though. This lower Keltner channel is going to be nice. GYNG, yeah, we'll explain all that. I am waiting till the 1040 news. Today's just... This whole month of March has been kind of hard with credit spreads because they either just go way up and it's hard to get in. They have a lot of news midday. And so, like, it's been just, like, insanely hard. We only lost one time. That's because I played against the trend. Kind of unfortunate. I don't mind playing double orbs because a lot of the times, you know, double orbs happen. Price don't just go straight up, you know? So price is coming back down. Ugh. Yeah, so basically what 15-minute orb is, we draw our first line. You see the 945. We have the upper and lower. This is going to act as support and resistance, okay? And so when you break out at the 10 o'clock, you want to get in. But it was hard to get in because you had the EMA 50 acting as resistance. So I was expecting some kind of pullback inside orb. You know, something, right? But then you also have the news at 10, and it just either jumps up or jumps down big. And it decided to jump up big. So, I mean, this was a really great trade for futures because the minute you break that 15-minute, like on this 1-minute chart, you get in. You have a, or is it right in here? You break it, comes back down. You see how the EMAs are all spread out, and you just make insane money. But another option we can do is we can wait for price to get into big resistance, and we could play bear calls at this 569 mark. That's my other option I'm seeing. I don't mind that option. It's just, it's more riskier because you're playing against the trend. It just depends. We know we haven't had a double orb in a while, so maybe you can try to take your chances there. SPY just hit the EMA 20 on the 1 minute. Yeah, see, look at that. Hit it on the 1 minute, and it's skyrocketing up. We know SPY is going to hit this EMA 50, but, I mean, we don't really... Basing on the 1 minute is kind of hard to do. Anaya2133, thanks for the follow. It's just hard to get into bull puts right here. I mean, it didn't really give me any pullback. I always usually do the mid. I don't think I would have got filled right here at this 10 o'clock. What a rocket ship up. That was a rocket ship up. Like, how do you even get in on that? Only a futures. I mean, somehow Deathbringer got in on that. I don't know how, but this is more of a futures trade because you can do a market order and get in instantly. So I'm just gonna wait. I mean, it's 10:20. Trump speaks in 20 minutes. Let's just wait. I'm not in no hurry. 20 minutes. You can get in credit spreads past, as long as you don't get in past 1, you're fine. It's only 10:18. It only 30 minutes has passed. 9:30 to 10. I mean, like 40 minutes. It's not a big deal. If it keeps going up, then we'll play with bear calls. And let me see what bear calls are giving me, just to kind of like get an idea of the premium they're showing. Bear calls. So I can 57.70, 57.75. Nope. You're looking at 57.65, 57.70. So let's plot that on SPX. This was our bull puts we were initially looking at. It's 57.65. It is way above here. It is way above here on the ATR4, so that's good to see. So those are our bear calls I'm looking at. We are testing these highs. Do we do a breakout type of pattern? We'll see. Just test that pre-market high. I think that's a good area. Or test this area up here at 570. So right now, SPY is now up $2. We went from a low 562. We already pumped $7. I'm gonna get the baby. Boo, had she already ate? No, here, please. Here, no. Be gentle. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait, guys. 10:40. We'll see what it does. Big pullback. We're in bull puts. Big up move. We're in bear calls. How do you determine or convert the strike price on SPX from those of SPY? There is a tool that you can. There's a guy, AJ. I haven't really seen him around too much, but I don't really look into that. I just look at the premium. I always do near 20 cents. If you do near 20 cents, you're getting a strike pretty far out. And then I look at, is it like the ATR? Like you see my Keltner channels, if my strike is quite a bit above that with my bear calls, then it's looking pretty safe. Like I wouldn't actually get in bear calls probably right here if it wasn't for that 1040 news. I wouldn't actually mind getting into that. We're testing pre-market highs. So to me it kind of fills the gap and then it goes down. But I think bull puts look really safe. It's just a matter of how do you want to get into that. you know, you don't want to keep chasing strikes because, you know, you got to keep in mind double orbs happen. If we do a double orb from this range here, your 300% loss is going to get hit pretty fast. But man, what a rally we got. 562? We're at 568 now. That's a pretty big rally. Now you're dripping, sweetie. Come on. Man, look at that. It just keeps going. Holy moly. Don't touch her eyes. Touch her hair. Touch her hair, yes. Yeah, it's been kind of a slower month, Tansen, just because of these kind of reactions, like the news coming in late, massive bull or bear power, making it hard to get into plays. Like, this is an easy bull put day, but I just couldn't get into that one. OTPN, thanks for the follow. Didn't give me any kind of move down. And then we have a conflict of interest. The EMA 50's at the top. I hate playing that. I'm telling you, I see double orbs happen like that when you see a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to go and test probably the upper Keltner channel here. We'll get like a pullback. All right, it's all coming out of you. Hold up, sweetie. You're dripping here. You're dripping, sweetie. All right, let's try it again. Get a nice suck on it. There we go. She's got a good suck. Yeah, it's 10:25, so we got about 15 more minutes, and we'll make a decision. Right now, it's definitely bear calls for me. It's just too far up from bull puts. Price don't just move straight up. It goes in waves, so. Man, what a massive bull day, though. I didn't see that. Pre-market drop and then recovered it. But yeah, sometimes it's good just to get in right away. Like, just get in on the bid. I'm trying to look into that, but I just don't see how I would have done that with that EMA 50 there. I don't think I would have done that. In hindsight, yeah, I wish I did. So 562 to 569. We got a $7 move from the lows here. Just keep observing what's going to happen. Yeah, and that's the good thing about credit spreads. We win in three directions. Even if it keeps going up, as long as it don't just, you know, do a rocket ship up. That's all that really matters. I'll take a look at WCT. As far as my concern, I want to give that one a couple days. That is I think I know what you're talking about. That's a Chinese stock, I believe, or Hong Kong. Yeah, we're gonna test we're testing pre-market highs now. We're definitely testing pre-market highs. We're coming in. Bull power.
Yeah. So where have you guys had problems since
Kitchen and then the living room.
okay. So are you seeing like small light brown roaches, or are you seeing
Big
larger?
ones,
Larger?
ones.
Okay. All right. How you doing?
Okay.
That's okay. Are you seeing any in your cabinets or behind the refrigerator?
Cabinets, no. Maybe like at the back of the fridge, yeah.
Back of the fridge? Okay, gotcha.
Here.
Is he allowed to be near the camera?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
He's disinfecting.
I mean, you're allowed to be near that.
Here, come here.
He's funny.
If you see little drops that look like chocolate, it's just fine.
All right, guys, this is looking good for bear calls here. She's almost done with her bottle. Hopefully by the time she's done. Is anyone in bull puts right now? I know one person is. Did you give him anything to eat?
Hmm?
Did he eat anything or no?
No. Some cereal or scrambled eggs. Here, come.
His diaper was insane.
Oh yeah, very wet.
Oh yeah, it was like diarrhea to the max.
Oh yeah, diarrhea as well.
Yeah, it was insane.
No.
Here, stay away. He's a spray over here.
No, look at the breadcrumbs. Tobacco, that stuff.
Where else did you say that y'all saw?
Sometimes I see him crawling near my computer. I don't know if that's a spot you want to spray.
Okay.
Like I see him crawling up in that wall.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. I wonder if there's any kind of wall void or like a.
Yeah, like one time I seen him right above the picture frames.
And those were the larger ones, or where? What?
Yeah, they're. I saw a big one. It was
Uh-huh.
a fat one.
Okay. I don't want to get any of my liquids near any.
Oh, okay.
of your
Yeah, that's
setup
fine.
there, just because it's not
You
worth
could-
the risk. Of
Yeah.
buying.
No, I don't blame you.
Don't want to do that at all. But I can put out a little bit of the gel product over there. Yeah, unfortunately, if it gets to where it's really bad, everything has to be taken out.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, I just saw one up there.
okay, cool. Yeah, I can put it around some spots. I think they'll eventually get to. Put it out here and spray it on his deck. I know they're probably more than likely coming out from here.
So what are you doing? Yep.
All right, is there any other spots you'd like me to treat while I'm here?
I think that's fine.
Good, yeah. All right, well, I hope that helps.
All right, thank you.
Yep, hope you have a great day too.
You too. Okay. All right, what do we see here? Kind of rejection here. Probably the 1 minute coming down a little. 8 more minutes, guys. 8 more minutes. We'll get in something. We'll make a decision.
You want omelet with cheese too?
Yeah.
Oh dear, what a mess you did over here. I gotta vacuum that.
Get the burp. Get the burp out. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I really don't think, guys, the 1040 is going to do much. I just don't. I just got that feeling like he's just going to talk. It's going to move a little, but it's not going to even do anything. What's the 1 minute looking like? Back to EMA 20 on the 1 minute. Did we get a bounce? We'll see. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I don't see how we're going to do. I mean, doing a double or that's a massive move down. I don't even see how that'll be kind of insane, but I've seen it happen. Hey, sweetie. Yeah, touch her hair.
Yeah.
Touch her hair, and that's it. Yeah, she's got a lot of hair, right? Just touch her. You can sniff. Yeah, there you go. It's gentle. Hey, Madge. All right, did we get? Oh man, we did test that. Our next support or resistance is right here. Here, no. Here.
Come here.
No, don't climb. You can touch her, but don't climb. Here. You can feel her. There you go. All right, guys, 5 more minutes. It's looking like bear calls for me. I want to see if we test that upper horizontal line. That's our next big resistance. And that's near your upper Keltner channel on the 15-minute. Here, stop. Seriously, stop. You want to hold her for a bit? I'm going to take a trade.
Can I wash my hands first? Or
Yeah, just hold on. It's looking like bear calls here soon. This is good. I want it to touch that horizontal line. The next support is this right here, where it rejected. So anything that gets rejected is resistance. So we went from 570 to 570 to 562. So that was a big resistance area. All right, so let's see what we're getting with bear calls now. Bear calls. Let me see. That same strike I was looking at is now 25 cents. So now we can even go a strike lower. Let me see what that SPX was. At SPX, we were looking at 565, 570. So we can go and probably get 570. I don't know if we can get 570, 575. That one's at, well, we probably could. It's at 15 cents. That's the next one we're looking at. And that's coming up here. So if I do that one, I'm looking at that one right there. Even if it breaks this line, I'm pretty sure like this is going to hold. Very rarely do you see lower Keltner channel to upper Keltner channel on a 15-minute chart. Yeah, I'm looking at SPX, the sell side of 57.70. I'm seeing that it's at 15 cents on the bid, or on the mid, 10 cents on the bid, so we can easily get 20 cents on this one, in my opinion. All right, so does everyone see that on SPX? So go to SPX here, type in the symbol, go to options, go to vertical, make sure you're on calls. I'm looking at the strike 57.70 right in here. 57.70, 57.75. You see how that mid is at 15 cents? So to get filled instantly, you go in with the bid. All right. If you want to fill instantly, go with the bid. We don't want to get 10 cents. I want to try to aim for that 20. Right there, that ask is at 25. I think I can get 20 on this one. So I'm watching this one for a potential strike. I'm going to screenshot this as the one that I'm probably going to take, depending on how we move at 1040. This is the strike I'm probably going to take. So now I'm going to go back to SPY, see how we're moving. I got an idea of what strike I want. We're coming into this resistance. We're at 15 cents. The bid is at 10. The mid is at 15. All right, let's see what we do. Hopefully it gets a move up, then comes down. I don't want to just... Honestly, I don't want it to plummet. I actually do want it to go up. Hopefully it doesn't do us dirty. Please don't do us dirty. Go up. Go up. Hit that resistance. Hit this upper Keltner channel. I don't think it's going to be a big move. That's another thing. I don't think it's going to be a big move. It might not. Yeah, see, it's 1040. Nothing's happening. What are we doing on the 1 minute? All right, so he's speaking right now. Or maybe he's late. Who knows? All right, so there's that 1040. Right now, we are seeing that is the date, time frame for President Trump to speak. This is the man that does double orbs. Okay. Well, that's what I'm trying to get, Dakota, is 57.70, 57.75. Seeing 15 cents. If we get to this horizontal line, I have no doubt about it, it's going to give us 20 cents. It's just a matter of does it give it to us. I feel really confident because very rarely do you get lower Keltner channel here and then upper Keltner channel. To me, it might stay in a range. So that'll give us another better strike. 57.70, 57.75. So we can go up one strike on that. You see how we're testing this prior high on SPX? That's your resistance. Same thing with SPY. That's your resistance coming up. That's that prior high. You also got to think like 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 5 candles just going straight up. We have not had a single red candle. Literally just 5 candles going straight up. All right, so I'm going in with 20 cents. I want to see if I can get it. The mid. I'm gonna put some orders in. I'm gonna try. Let's see. Date swing frame plus. Trying for Thinkorswim web. Make sure I log in. So 57.70, 57.75. If it touches that, it should get filled. Right now it's at 20 cents. It needs to go just a little higher. It needs to go to like 25 cents to probably fill me on this. I see the mark is at 20. That's the mid. All right, so I mean, and just kind of judge the move. You gotta realize we went up 1.39%. Pretty drastic move. What is the 1 minute doing? It's just kind of settling down there. So we'll just see. It's at 15, 20. It's fluctuating. I think it would have to go to this line to fill me on bear calls. I really do think it would have to. I could be totally wrong though. Yeah, it's making new highs. It's hard to get a fill sometimes. That's the downside with credit spreads. Sometimes it can be hard to get a fill. All right, we're still kind of pumping. Yeah, no fill yet? Shoot. Just hold it out for now. That's near that Keltner channel. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that should get me filled if it touches that line. It's kind of resisting a little. Such a big move up. So, break that. I don't see it going to this Keltner channel. I don't see that. 30 minute, 15 minute. Who knows though with this market. Also, what are we looking at the daily? The daily EMA 20 is pretty close too, guys. Daily EMA 20 is coming up. If I don't get a fill, might not even get a trade today. It's getting a little too late in the day. What do you guys think? 15 cents? Add more on 20? What do you guys think? Might have to do that. I don't know what to do. 15 or add more? That's the tricky part. I want to go for 15 or add more on 20. What is the 1 minute? Can we get a bounce on that 5? Maybe head a little higher. Yeah, you got to get approval. Make sure you go and apply for option level 3 to get that vertical approval. It should only take you a day or two. And then once you get that, you can trade these verticals with us and you win in 3 directions, Tansen. It's amazing. There's a lot of room for error. Now, I'll look at HEPA here in a bit, Jason. Just trying to get into a trade here on verticals. I think we just need to get to that line and we get in. I think that's all we need. But it's so close to it that I'm like, don't want to risk it and go for 15 if I don't get filled. That's the decisions of trading that's hard. Right now I'm seeing a mark of 17. Let me look at the other strikes and we'll see what I'm seeing. So at my same strike, that I'm trying is 57.70. The one above is 25. So yeah. You gotta be really picky when you go against the trend. You gotta be really picky. I just don't see us hitting the EMA 20 on the daily. I just don't see that. I mean, we skipped the 5, the 10, and to the 20. That would be kind of nuts if we skip the 5, 10, and go to the 20. I just don't see it happening.
Here, stop. Here.
All right, any minute. If it goes to there, it's filling. I'm telling you, it will fill if it goes to that line. For sure. Just watching it closely. It's acting as resistance here, though. Maybe it's this line we're going to act as resistance. It doesn't have to go. It can break through the line. Just in this general area, I would like to do bear calls. Looking at the 1 minute chart, it's just kind of like consolidating, staircasing up, but not doing anything. Man, yeah, I kind of predicted this. This news was like nothing. I kind of predicted that. I was like, you know what? Maybe we're not going to do anything, but you never know. Sometimes it does something, sometimes it don't. I'm not seeing anything happening right now. Yeah, we're just gonna do bear calls just because we couldn't get in bull puts, so we're gonna take the probability trade of it going down. That's all we're doing. Right now it is kind of coming down, so I need to kind of figure out what I want to do. I saw it go past 20, but it's not filling. So I'm gonna look into. I gotta decide: do I want to do 15 cents or not? That's what I gotta decide. I'm gonna do edit select order. I could get filled at the 15 probably. Just give this a little more time. Yeah, I'm gonna try for 15. Editing order going for 15. Do a little more contracts then. Ah, probably missed it, didn't I? I'll do 15. I'm going to do a little more contracts because of that. Did I miss that? Ugh. Man. I'm just gonna try for 15 cents. Go a little extra contracts to get the same amount of money. So if you want to make your daily amount, if you're doing a 15 center, you're gonna have to go more contracts. I didn't get filled. I got to change it. I'm going to be a little riskier and change it to 15 cents. We had such a massive move up. Looks like we're kind of coming down here. We have big resistance here. This freaking blows. That blows. I was really hoping that 20 cent would have filled. I'm just going to do 15 cents, Dakota. I saw it. I definitely would have got 15 filled. We cannot buy vertical call on Webull. All right, I got filled. I got filled. All right, hold up. I'm not filled all the way. I only got a couple filled. I got 2 contracts filled. We'll see if I get more filled. Maybe I can add more on the 20 cents. We'll see. Don't do me dirty like that. Don't give me a 2 contract partial fill. That's disgusting. Don't do me dirty. Ah, frick. Don't do me dirty. I got 2 contract fill, and that's it. I'm doing the 5770, 5775, all in the Discord posted, this strike right here. But instead of doing 20 cents, I'm going for 15 cents. I got a couple filled. I got 3 filled. I'm going for 8 more filled here. Maybe I might try for some 20 cents once I get some partial fills. I just got to make the decision. I don't know if this is the right decision, but I got to make the decision, you know. We had massive move up. Any kind of retracement would be nice. But I don't want it to retrace now. I need it to go up and fill me. We're kind of looking at this 1-minute chart. Looking at this. Yeah, I got 3 filled, and that's it. Oh, man. Should have got him up here. I felt maybe I should have got him up here. It was so close to 20 cents fill. Oh, so close to 20 cents. So close. That I was like, you know what? I'm going to just change it to 15 now. It's coming back up. I think if it comes up to this 570, I think I'll get filled. We haven't even touched this EMA 5. We're definitely due for a touch, but I don't want it to touch yet. All right, looks like I might get a fill at the 570 mark. It's almost there. Almost there. I'm going a little more contracts to get about the same. I don't know how much more I need to go. I want 2 extra contracts on the 15. I don't know if you need to go 2 or 3, somewhere around there. We have the EMA 20. So let me look at SP or SPY daily. So my strike is 5770 on SPX. Yeah, it's way above. It's above that. Yeah, that's the hard part. You got to understand, do you adjust your contracts? Do you go lower strike? I think I'm making a good call to go same strike, just lesser premium. Just some. Um. Ah, shoot. What do you guys think? Man, missed it. Ugh. That's the downside about credit spreads. It's just barely missing your premium. Barely. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Barely missed me on bear calls there. So the stop loss, that's the problem with this. My stop loss is only 0.60. That's the problem with a 0.15. I can't get a big stop loss. I'm looking at SPY right now, Ocean Fund. I already made 20% on HEPA. But yeah, I'm still watching this. We're doing a vertical bear call spread if you guys are interested. Well, the problem is if you do a 0.80 stop loss, now you have a 400% on a 15. So you're going to lose more. It's going to take 4 wins to make it back. Oh my gosh, this kid. All right, so the 1 minute's just kind of staying here. We are due for this EMA 50. Hopefully it kind of bounces up a bit. Yeah, I just barely missed it, guys. I'm sorry. I was really hoping we get that 20 center. I missed it by a hair. And now I'm missing the 15 cent by a hair. Ugh. Credit spreads are hard. They're just hard getting filled. That's the problem. Like I know there's big resistance here. I just don't know the freaking premium. So I only got 3 contracts. And that's it. I don't want to go a strike higher. Because I know the general direction is bullish. I want to make sure if it does go against me, I'm fine. So, I got a couple choices here. Just let it ride out. Make like barely any money today. Man, who would have thought? I had it predicted right. It just, oh man. Should have been the 15 center. Ugh. Should have reacted faster. Yeah, I should have reacted a little faster though. I saw the resistance is close enough. Close enough. It would have had to touch it. The problem is now, if price comes back up and touches this, this is not going to be 20 cents. Now your 20 cents needs to go above. So you see how based on theta and direction our way, that 15 center, you know, it won't present at the same area. So we'll see. Hopefully we could still get up here. But ideally you don't want to get in a credit spread after 12. All right, because the big moves are going to happen after lunch. So if you get in after 12, you can kind of wreck yourself too. So it looks like I might just have a partial fill day. We'll see. That's what it's looking like. And it sucks because that's the second time this month I had a partial fill. Right in here, I only had 4 contracts filled, but at least that was a 20 center. This day I have 3 contracts filled on a 15 center. So, man, almost. I was telling you, I was almost reacting fast enough. I was thinking 15 cents. So for 0.15 stop loss, 5 premium, stop loss is always 300%, which is 0.60. Right now the bid is at 10. I'll just wait it out. I just don't like watching this because now I can't do whatever I want. It's either I cancel the order, place the stop, and go on with my day. But I don't really want to keep watching this. This looks bearish in my opinion. I think bear calls are good. I'm just not going to do bull puts. The statistics of doing double orb, if we missed it so far by 10 o'clock, even if price comes all the way back inside orb, that's just going to confirm we're probably going to do a double orb. It's just so far in it. I mean, we need a bounce here on the 5, come back up to test the highs, get in bear calls. We're due for double. We're due for a double orb. It's getting a little dicey now. We need to be very careful with bull puts right now. Or whatever single orb side they give us. Because I've seen it where it can just go plummeting down like that. I've seen it. And if we get in bull puts, it could wreck us. We just got in too late on bull puts. So no one got any partial fill. Move up a strike. We can move up a strike. Might not be a bad decision if they give me a 0.20. Not a bad decision. Let me see. Man, I really don't know how to get a full fill on that. I hate it when they do partials. No partial fill. Let me see what the strike above is giving us. We might get a big pump on this EMA 5 to save us. So I got the 57.70, 57.75. The next strike up is, yeah, is showing 10 cents. Yeah, let me see. Could I take that next strike for 20 cents? Even that next strike is going to be hard to get 20 cents. You see how that bid, if you look at the bid, it's at 5 cents on the next strike. Even that next strike's going to be kind of hard to get too now. Just that little rejection, that small rejection down, did that much damage to the premium. White dog, what do you see? Alright. Yeah, we could go a strike up, maybe. Maybe 15 cents on the next strike. It was 20 cents up here. Yeah, it would have to be 57.65. Yeah, I don't want to go that high up though, Squirty. I'd rather do a 15 center if anything. I'll see if I get some partial fills on this next strike up, guys. No, we'll see. So it's 5 cents on the bid, 15 on the ask. 20 on the ask. We're on that EMA 5 support. We could easily pump from that area, guys. I've seen it go new highs. Alright, so back up to the... Yeah, it's just... I don't really feel like going another strike up after I got a fill on the other one. Here we go, here we go. That's what we want to see. Come back up to the new highs. Test that support line or resistance. I think to get me filled, I need to hit this area here for my strike. I think. Somewhere along that line. Yeah, if you're gonna do another one, it's either gonna be the next strike from mine, or you just stick to my strike at 15 cents. Those are the two options I'm seeing. I wouldn't go any higher than the. I wouldn't do two strikes from mine. Because if this thing just freaking rockets up, you want to give yourself a nice wiggle room too. I want to get in before lunchtime because it's gonna probably cool off a bit. What is Haikanashi telling me here?
Egg,
Alright, still uptrend.
cheese, avocado. Eat.
Yeah, I mean, that is a fresh uptrend, guys, on that 15-minute. Not really sure how I would have played this, man. The bull puts were hard to get into. Bear calls were a little hard to get into. So a hard day to get into a credit spread today. A flamingo. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold mine for now, guys. Deathbringer, you got the best bull puts possible. Congrats on that. On the 1 minute SPY, broke the upper channel, has not touched the 20 since 8:30, due for a pullback. Yeah, the 1 minute's hard to. Yeah, you can see on the 1 minute, like, you see how we touched that 50. We're definitely due for that. And we're kind of bouncing on that. I mean, this was a massive move. I mean, look at that massive move. It's a big move. We're definitely due for a cool down. I just don't like going against the trend. Because I know, like, it's kind of risky because all these EMAs are going to act as bounce areas. So if I'm going to do it, I got to get a really good strike. I just don't see us going through the 5, 10, and 20 all in the same day. Alright, well, it's close to 12. What is that next strike giving us? Let's see. I hate days like this, man. I hate days like this. It's frustrating. 15-minute orb was so big. Breakout, 10 a.m. news made it like almost insane to get in right away. With a 15-minute EMA 50 acting as resistance, it was like everything like was just hard for me to get in. I got in the 56.25, 56.24, 50 at 10-ish. Do you close them or let them? I always let them expire worthless. Did you do bull puts, Samarigan? Yeah, I mean the orb is telling us bull put today. I always let them expire worthless. That way you don't use a day trade up. What was your premium again? You said 450. You got 50 contracts? What was your premium for that one though? 50 contracts is a lot. Yeah, that's a ton if you got 50 contracts. 50 premium, that's a little too high in my opinion. Yeah, I wouldn't go that much premium. That's a little high. Our rules don't really work for 300% stop loss with that high. That's a, I mean, I guess you can, but you're more prone to go in the money. Your odds are kind of against you if you go that high. Just look for the premium. For this strategy, the 0.15 to 0.20 is the sweet spot for like the safest returns. It gives you a lot of wiggle room if price goes against you. All right, we're still at 10 cents here on my strike. I mean, you can do what you want, but just always have a stop loss. 300% is the max I'll lose. I think that's just too much. Yeah, basically what I need is a retest of the highs, I think, guys. It could easily break these highs on this EMA 5. We're actually starting to see, you know, this is really bullish, too. That's why I'm being cautious, too. If I don't get this strike, then I'm going to just ride it out with 3 contracts. Man, this month has been kind of slow for me, though. Not really much returns this month. I guess as long as I'm positive, it's okay. Just got to figure out, you know, when not to be greedy, when to be greedy. I think I should have got filled on that 20 cent. I think that was a little unlucky. That was kind of unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, if you just do the data price range from the lows to the highs, I mean, we pumped 1.4%. SPY don't, I mean, from the lows to the high, that's a pretty massive move. And you can see that we're testing this resistance here, right? We're testing the 570 resistance. So to me, this looks like a nice cool, like let's cool down area. And that's what we're kind of doing. All right, so I can go for a strike higher, and I could get filled. It's riskier, especially since I'm only doing 15 cents. 15 cents really is not a lot on the stop loss. That's the downside of a 15-cent stop loss. I don't think I'm going to get filled on my strike. It's showing 5 cents now. So let me go to strike higher. The ask is the 57.65 is showing an ask of 15 cents. So let me see. How many contracts am I working on this other one? I got 8 working. Yeah, you're going to have to do a strike higher. Just that one little candle down. Look at the massive premium it decimated. This one candle down just decimated everything. So if we're going to get into a play that's realistic, it's going to be the 57.65. 57.65, 57.70. And that's showing an ask of 20, a bid of 5. That one's doable. Anything higher than this one, I wouldn't do. It's just dumb, man. I hate when I don't get filled. Sucks, man. It sucks, guys. It's not even worth my risk with only 3 contracts. Yeah, I'm trading options during my reality. Trading options here. If you guys are first time into here, make sure you apply for level 3 options. We're going to be doing verticals, and this is a strategy where you win in 3 directions. Right now I'm trying for bear calls. I see resistance at this upper line. My general direction is that price cools down or even heads into this inside orb. It's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. I mean, it's pretty fast. If you're part of the Discord, you'll learn these fast. You'll understand, like, the strikes I'm doing. I alert all my plays. Like, I'll tell you exactly what strike I'm doing. You can just follow along. They're all sell orders, so just put the premium in. So yeah, right now it's just kind of sucks because I didn't get a full fill. So I mean, it's like, do I go a strike higher? I nailed the top. I just didn't get the premium I wanted. It sounds like a lot of the 15 centers are the ones I'm getting. I don't like doing 15 cents though. Yeah. Man, another boring day, right? So in the month of March, we got one more day tomorrow. What really screwed it up was that 10 a.m. news. Trap Money, thanks for the follow. That freaking 10 a.m. news really made it just rocket up without me. We had existing home sales. It just freaking went up. President Trump speaks at 10:40, making me want to wait till 10:40. So there's a lot of factors that just made me hesitant when I should have just got in around this area here. I mean, when you look at this chart, lower Keltner channel to upper Keltner channel, you don't see that much on a 15-minute. Lower to upper. It's definitely bullish, though, but it's just so far in the orb. Any kind of move tracement back in here, you're screwed. So the strike that's probably going to happen is the strike above mine. That's probably what's going to happen. It's still not even showing for premium. I'm watching 57.65 on the sell side, so it's 5 cents on the bid. Sometimes it even shows it's 15 on the ask, so you would need to move up at this point. And it needs to be fast. Man, I can't believe that. I made that decision to go 15 cents right here, and it just kept going down. I made it, I think it was down on this candle here. Went a little move up, filled me on some contracts. Urgh. Sucks, man. That sucks, guys. Another partial fill. This is the second time I had a partial fill this month. I haven't had partial fills all last month. Well, I guess I've been doing some 15 centers last month. You can see right here I did 11 contracts. I don't mind doing 15 centers for these kind of scenarios here. Alright, we'll see what we do. We could still touch this upper line here. I'm spending too much time on the computer. I don't even spend this much time trading. I should have been in and out. Alrighty, let's look at other things. Such a dumb day. I hate these kind of days. Daily chart. HEPA, exactly what I kind of thought would do. Take the gain and run, and we'll play it again. Did APDN just get rug pulled? Zach Morris probably sold off on everyone. Typical. Yeah, I'm trying to look for HEPA. I'm going to go in towards around 3 o'clock is the best entry. HEPA's a rinse and repeater. I've been making really good money on that one. Just don't hold it long. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I made the decision a little too late. Bull puts, I know for a fact I wouldn't have gone in that. I don't regret that. The 10 a.m. news just went up. EMA 50's at the top here. I know for a fact I wouldn't have gone in that. But the bear calls here coming into a big resistance zone. Got a little greedy. Should have took that 15 center one. I should have took the 15 cents. seeing how it wasn't moving much. But then I thought with the Trump speaking, it will go big, and it didn't do anything. Yeah, it's I can look at SPCE. This is coming into a daily EMA 50, guys. Last time we did that, we dropped big from here, here, and here. It's also on a massive downtrend on the weekly. Holy cow. Has this thing had like a massive... Man, this thing is so down. I remember I traded this thing way up in the... Wow, I'm surprised how down that thing is. Yeah, it just depends. Do we break out of this EMA 50? Your stop, I mean, it could, if it breaks out of this, you're gonna make mad money, because then that's changing the trend on the daily. That would be insane if it does. So, I mean, we tested a couple times, so maybe we are due for a breakout. The last time we had an uptrend on the daily, it's been for, I mean, look at that. We hit this, reject, hit this, false breakout. It's been forever. Have we ever uptrended? Right here, we uptrended just back in 2023, just a little bit, and then this stock tends to downtrend a lot, unfortunately. Yeah, if you're up 30% though, it's just how much more you make now. Now you could take some off at that 10 to 30% mark. Like for example, HEPA, I took 20% gain on 70% of my shares, and I just hold the 30% break even if it keeps going up, because we don't know what's going to happen. There's a good chance it could drop a little, but it looks like it's trying to break out too. You could be in an early breakout. TTD is finally looking good for me. We're finally above the 5. Did we have any news? No. I need this thing to go a lot higher, though. I think in time it will. It's just a very slow mover. Yeah, guys. Just not really the greatest day for credit spreads, unfortunately. It was a kind of a harder day. This day is more of execution-wise. It's a harder day to execute. Yeah, I obviously see that there, bull puts. But remember, we also even saw that EMA, that 30-minute here. That was at the top here. Man. And then you had this massive orb. We've seen price do this and come back inside orb. So we had a lot of things kind of just like against us just on placing orders today. So kind of a slower month, but all in all, we'll see, there's going to be slow months for credit spreads. As long as you're positive, that's the main thing. I still could get filled here. I definitely could still get filled. I'm just trying to figure out, do I want to higher my strike? I'm going to make that decision if we test the highs again. Because it definitely could break out of the highs too. I mean, look at this fresh trend. I mean, this is a very bullish signal on the 15-minute. So it's a hard decision to make, but you got to understand is the theta is kicking in. So even though we get the direction wrong, the bear calls I sold are like worthless just in this small amount of time. Yeah, they're 5 cents right now. And then this strike above is 5 cents. So it's just a very slow gain because I only did 15 cents. So I hate it for you guys because I know a lot of new people joining the channel. They wanted to get a trade in. I just hate it for you. APDN, like I said, is too close to the EMA 5. Let's wait towards the end of the day. See if we get below that lower Keltner channel. In my opinion, HEPA's way better. HEPA is a whole lot better. It's got the volume. Did the RS. I think this is going to make a massive move. Did I make a good decision on LGMK? I think it was boring as all get out. WCT. This is the Hong Kong stock. I don't really want to touch that stuff. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if this pumps. TTD is my big cap stock. I have cover calls on here that expire late. Expire, I think, the end of March. I actually have a VA appointment. Gotta see. Actually, I'll just sign it on my phone. Alrighty, lunchtime is that boring time of consolidation, so I'm gonna call it, guys. Nothing to do. Literally missed it by a freaking hair. And you know what sucks is I saw that go above 20 cents. I think it has to go to 25. Like, if it goes to 22, it barely misses us. Man, that's the downside with credit spreads. The strategy works. It's just getting in is one of the harder parts with credit spreads. It's getting in. Do you want to go for riskier strike? Do you want to go for less riskier? Do you want to keep the 20 cents? It's just barely missing it. I think we honestly should have filled here at 20. I think that's just very unfortunate. And I made the right call to go to 15. It's just I made the right call literally 1 minute too late when it dumped. When you saw that 1 minute here, this is when I made the call. Transitioning right here, I saw it going down. And I made the right call, but this went here and I didn't get filled. So to go back up to this high, you're looking at a 0.26% move. So looks like I'm holding my bear calls for 3 contracts, which is like no gain at all. It's like 50 bucks or so. It's like nothing with fees. All right, guys. Bond. It's actually not a bad one. This is actually not a bad. Pharmaceuticals, though. Look for a low K value. A little more time distance. That's not a bad one. But it needs more time away from the EMA 5. Yeah, we landed that perfectly on bear calls. I know a lot of people just didn't get filled. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys later. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get a nice day tomorrow. I'm going to be very careful on the double warp type of plays. We're due for a double warp. Heck, we might even do a double warp right now.